Dr. नाईस मीटिंग यू पहिल्या स्वातीर आणि दुसऱ्या म्हणल्यार ऍक्च्युली काल आम्ही हे उलोवणे आमचे जावचे आसले. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट मी विश यू अँड द होल कम्युनिटी ऑफ द डॉक्टर्स मेडिकल स्टाफ अ हॅपी नॅशनल डॉक्टर्स डे. या सो पहिले स्वातीर एक थोड्यो वस्तू म्हाका अशेंच आय वॉन्ट टू डिवोट दीस small podcast to all the doctors who serve humanity. आणि ह्याच्याबद्दल आता आयज हांव एक डाऊन टू अर्थ दोतोराक मेळून आयला. नॉट ओनली एज अ डॉक्टर बट एज लाईक अ फॅमिली फ्रेंड, and we have been in connect for more than 20 years. So a very silent natured आणि एकदम थंडपणान कसलेच तुफान आयले जाल्यार डोंट वरी. ओके सो दोतोर बाब म्हाका एक सांग आता ऑल दीज इयर्स तुवें आता जे स्टडीज वा केल्ली ती तुजी यात्रा कशी झाली. सो वी कनेक्ट दॅट सेम यात्रा टू एव्हरी अदर डॉक्टर राईट फ्रॉम SSC or 12th standard.
Oh, means right from beginning, I have been very studious. I was a merit ranker in the 10th as well as 12th. Then I joined medicine. Medicine also, I secured good marks. I got I was second in the final MBBS. Then it was my dream to join MD medicine, which I got. Uh, I cleared that also with gold medal. And I have been in GMC for almost 3 years post my MD. And then in 2003, I started my private. And then I have been in private practice. So I have had a good journey. After starting practice also, I have learned a lot of things apart from medicine,
It is.
especially how to deal with uh, patients, not from medical point, but other point, social point, this. That has taught me a lot.
Yeah. बेसिकली तशें म्हणल्यार तूं 2003 म्हणल्यार हांव 2004 तुका हांव मेळलो.
Yeah,
सो
yeah,
प्रोबेबली इट इज ऑलमोस्ट 20
yeah,
years
yeah.
and soon after you started your practice आमची म्हणटू मुलाखत जाली. ऑफकोर्स तुजे बद्दल सांगतलो जाल्यार जायते आसा. दिस पॉडकास्ट विल नॉट गेट ओवर. आय हॅव नोन एक धाकले धाकले गरीब लोकांक पासत. आय रिमेंबर इवन वन किडनी पेशंट आय हॅड ब्रॉट टू यू
From GMC.
from GMC. Almost he was on the deathbed.
Yeah,
झाले ताका 24 hours
yeah,
पासून
yeah,
जीवंक नाशिल्ली. आणि फायनली ही केम बॅक टू यू अँड देन
yeah.
आय
He
ब्रॉट
still comes.
ही स्टील
Sometimes.
कम्स. गुड. अँड ॲक्च्युली बेसिकली तो माझ्या गांवचो आणि
Carmo, Carmo.
कार्मो फर्नांडीस. हो तुम्ही जाणा त्याचं नाव पासून जाणा. सो दॅट्स ग्रेट दॅट टुडे ऑल्सो इज लिव्हिंग ही इज वर्किंग आणि इट वॉज लाईक अ मिरेकल फॉर अस ॲक्च्युली. एनी हाव आता ही झाली तुमची जर्नी. आता म्हाका एक सांग या आयच्या टायमार जो 20 इयर्स बॅक तुजो आशिल्लो आणि आयज आणि हाऊ डू यू लुक 20 इयर्स फ्रॉम नाव पेशंट डॉक्टर रिलेशनशिप.
No, I would say means that relationship I feel has been going down. Partly, I would say it is more of communication gap.
Yeah.
What happens whenever there is something wrong with the patient, we need to tell him and the relatives about it, the consequences, take them into confidence. It should not be that I just keep on
Giving your
giving your
gyan.
medicine or this, I advise them. So it should be a two-way approach, I feel. Because sometimes there are certain hurdles from the patient side, the relative side, because of financial issues, whatever. Nothing should be forced upon them. I think they should also be made a part of the decision making. So that solves lot of problems, I feel. And secondly, it should be means the humility should be there. Should not be There should be no arrogance, nothing. So that is what is important, I feel, which may be not happening in today's days because of maybe the attitude this, and with the corporate this also coming. Once the patient goes in the corporate, these things are just being done one after the other. Patients are referred to various specialities. But even when you are referring, I think you need to take them into confidence.
Confidence.
Tell them about such and such is the thing. You need to take an opinion. But you as a doctor means you have to make them understand.
The
Yeah,
consequences
yeah.
in the follow-ups.
Follow up. And even from whatever financial this, Baba, if patient is not having this, you should give them the option of going to a
Going.
government setup
Yes.
where GMC is quite capable today
Good.
with all the super specialties.
Yes. Yes. One note I can make, GMC जर आम्ही कितले उलोवं, there are things that are going wrong, no doubt. But at the same time, I would also appreciate the super specialty, this cardiac,
Yeah, very good.
that open by Kerala. It is just like another private corporate
I would say
hospital.
it is even sometimes better than
Better,
a
better.
private setup.
And probably it looks like it is one of the best
Best,
in
yeah.
India. Like,
And even the doctors are very competent, they are very humble.
yeah,
Of course, what happened, it is not possible to satisfy
Everybody,
all people because
yeah.
of the workload. But despite of that, I think
Yeah.
they are doing a very excellent job.
yes. In fact, I may be trolled for this, but even in the OPD, the number of patients that these doctors are handling, just few days back, I went in the casualty with one patient with a heart attack, and I know maybe it might have taken around 2 hours. In a private hospital, it could have taken 1 hour, but we can't expect
Yeah,
everything in the government hospital to happen like the way in private,
yeah,
because both the side we have to balance.
balance.
If the money matters, and the other one is someone who cannot afford. Okay, and I literally went there. Believe me, Dr. Bab, without any influence, without showing that I'm coming from so and so background. कांयच दाखयनासतना हांव पेशंटाक घेवन गेलो. एक आठवडो जालो. It was around on 26th, and the patient was discharged with 2 stents in the super specialty, and without any hitchkit, no influence, nothing as of, at least in that particular case. म्हाका एक सांग आतां, how do you look this profession 20 years from now?
No, I think as a profession, it is still a noble one. It is how you look upon it. See, once it becomes more commercialized, then everything gets spoiled.
I will not name some hospitals. Recently, one hospital in Maharashtra, because of some MLA was taken there in emergency, and due to some untoward incident कितें जालें, which was beyond the control of the doctors, and that MLA or the leader, political leader, he died. He expired there. त्याच्या फाटल्यान थिंगा जालें तें सांगपाचें न्हू. थंय ते तोडफोड जाली, दोतोराक मारपाक गेले आनी उजो घालपाक गेले, सगळें जालें. So with this respect, what would you say? Like माझ्या जिवितांत आमी जायते
No, see,
पळयलां.
whatever happens, since we are during life, there is every possibility of things not going the way we want, even what doctors want. Casualties do occur. It is never intentional. Nobody wants to harm anyone. But I think means there has to be understanding among the people also. That Baba, see, it is if there is any negligence, things are okay. But I think it is not proper to behave in
Yeah.
this manner because by doing that also nothing is going to be achieved. Whatever that life is not going to come back.
But at least
yeah.
can I propose something? I don't know how far ethically it is right. So in case if a weird thought of the process, at least when some patients they are lost in that hospital, that patients hypothetical question विचारता, त्या पेशंटाच्या त्या हॉस्पिटलान ऍटलीस्ट what we can do is we cannot get that life back.
Yeah.
But at that time, can those bills be waived off? At least, see, I know waiving of that bills will not bring the life.
Yeah,
But just like in any accident, like recently the Air India flight
yeah,
case, they gave a compensation of 1 crore and all. So, but what I'm saying is, in a compensation as now, at least during that moment, can we put one small band-aid saying that okay, now something is gone wrong? Can we waive off? And can the government also take some leave from this and see if something can be done? Take some leave from this and see if something can be done at that juncture.
means, I would say on whatever humanitarian and personal grounds, if means there is financial issue, definitely. But see, the other aspect is like if there is no negligence, there is no actually per se rule that you have to waive off the charge.
No, no, I'm not saying we have to waive off. I'm saying
Yeah, maybe
these
consider.
private hospitals could be, through the government, could be told to waive off, and that could be tried to be reimbursed by the government.
Yeah,
Because
maybe
no
that
private
should be-
hospital can simply waive off the
yeah,
money.
because
How they will maintain?
yeah, means there is a question of maintenance plus consumables
Yes,
are there many
yes.
times, and the cost is rising.
Yeah.
You know that. Maybe on the personal days, certain charges like professional charges that always can be reduced,
Reduced.
or whatever. Or if the
Which
doctor
you have
says-
been,
yeah,
you have
with-
been doing many
always-
times.
Yeah, with on my days, if somebody you come to me and say,
Yeah,
"Baba,
yeah.
this
Right
person
about
is-
it, Tuyan
I
Kela.
can even waive off my charges."
Yes, you have waived off. I know that. Many times you have done that
So
to
that
poor
will be
people.
all on the personal days.
Yeah, no, I was looking at, can there be a type of a tie-up between the government
Yeah,
and the private hospital,
Yeah.
that in such untoward incidents,
yeah.
that fees could be waived off
Yeah,
at least
maybe
temporarily.
it could be maybe reimbursed, to
Reimbursed
certain
or
extent,
something
saying
like
that it was an emergency,
Yeah.
and there was no time to take him to a government
Yes.
setup because of the
Yeah.
need.
Something like that. Then, आणि एक क्वेश्चन म्हणल्यार दोतोर maybe if you're free to answer it or not to answer it, you can say pass. What do you think this? Do you think this government of Goa, which is doing an excellent job in field of hospitals and all? Of course, there will be always disgruntled certain patients who have not been reached out. Uh, my heart goes to them. But could the state government strengthen the PHCs
Yeah,
in
that
every
is,
level so that every case need not go to GMC
Yeah.
or to the hospice?
yeah,
See, if the matter can be sorted out at a village level. For example, in my Valley constituency, a local MLA is working hard on trying to see that the PHC is done good. Recently, it has been fully air conditioned. It is quite good. But can that PHC be equipped for more disease that can be handled so that the cases don't shift to Margao or to
yeah.
Bamali?
That actually definitely needs to be done, especially the PHC, the South Goa District Hospital. As compared to before, things are better. But still, I think they need more staff. It is not only the equipment. They need means maybe consultants, more doctors, more nurses to give that care. I feel because that if that is done, I think the load on the Apex Institute will be much less, and they will be even able to do a more better job.
Yeah, because the primary
Yeah.
cases they shift to secondary
Yeah.
cases to hospice and all those
Yeah.
things. Like down Ponda, down Vasco,
That is
Mapsa.
probably occurring because of the lack of facilities. Nobody wants to take the responsibility, and then there is a backlash that why our patient was not shifted earlier.
Yeah,
I
so
think
lack
that-
of facilities means again,
Yeah.
it is like we are trying to request
Yeah.
the government, the health department, the health minister. This is a special message from a doctor-patient relationship that the PHCs at ground levels could be improved drastically so that most of the cases should be sorted out at there and there. So that the primary thing, primary tulyo, they should not become secondary, and secondary from hospice should not turn to tertiary and to go to the GMC. That is why the load is there on the GMC. If the primary level everything is sorted out, then I think the load on the GMC also will reduce.
Drastically reduce.
Okay. Now, from the point of a modern days, like the medicine, the scans, scanning ba करतात. Some people, some doctors have brought private scanners. So there is a disgruntlement among the patients, which I will tell you. ते म्हणतात जेएमचे खंयच्या गे वखदार गेल्यार चडशे फावटी कोण सिटी स्कॅन चलना MRI चलना हे चलना म्हणटात ते आनी द द पीपल हॅव दॅट परसेप्शन हे मुद्दम म्हणून दवरतात सो दॅट पेशंट शूड गो टू प्रायव्हेट डॉक्टर्स सो हाव दॅट कूड बी हँडल्ड आणि certain medicines which are not available in GMC, in that respect, what could be done?
Yeah, I think suppose if the machine is not working, they could send it to a private and reimburse that. That is one
Okay, so that's
way.
a good idea.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that is one idea. And maybe even the medicines, whatever are not available, this the government earlier, I don't know, they used to do something like a local purchase, that they used to purchase it and give it to the patient.
They should, okay. So, anyhow, it was nice talking to you. We'll come to the final answer now. आमच्या पेशंट पळय येता lot of patients they come to you, and I know for the last 20 years, from my perspective, I've seen there may be hundreds of patients that I had to come to you on a private call. खंयच्या वक्तार फोन मारला तुका हांवें I remember even at 2 o'clock when I called you, you were always there. And so these patients who come to you, you have seen them in your clinic as well as in Grace Cardiac. So what will be your sandesh like? What is the message for the people who come to the hospitals and they want the services? How they should go about it usually?
No, I feel means especially whenever you have anything related to cardiac or something, I think if means daytime the OPDs are running, but nighttime they are closed, you should definitely go to the hospital because most of the hospitals now they have all these basic resident doctors are there and they can take the ECG and do it because of the technology. Even if the doctor is not there, the consultant at that moment, the ECG can definitely be sent. The investigations like the cardiac enzyme, these they are instantly available. You get the report within an hour. So they should not delay, I feel. Because if there is something grave and even if he cannot be treated in a private, the option of going to maybe a district hospital or GMC is always there.
That's good. So, आणि आमचे आता हे गोवन स्टुडंट्स येता lot of students they pass out from GMC. I think now this year GMC had around 200 seats,
Yeah, they have increased to 200.
increased another 50. आमच्या टायमार कितें 80
Yeah,
आशिल्ले
that time it was 70. And
तुझ्या टायमार. So it would have been maybe in 81, 82, I don't remember.
this was in around 1991, 92.
So that time it might have been 100,
Yeah, no, that time it was 70.
70.
Then
Yeah. So
subsequently-
during my time it was 60, I think. Yeah, 60 किती आशिल्ले. Then later on they became 100, then 150, and now 200. So a lot of Goan students they are coming up.
Yeah.
But don't you think आमकां आनी कॉलेजी जाय पडटली अशी सावथाक तरी?
Yeah,
Because a lot of our Goan students are going abroad,
yeah,
out
yeah,
of the state.
yeah, I feel we definitely require another medical college because many people means the students they want to be doctors, they want to
Yes.
serve, and they have to go maybe out of the state or sometimes even out of India abroad
Yes.
to pursue this.
Pursue this.
So
And
I
it-
think that needs to come up.
Yeah.
Which I think over a period of time
It
will
will.
come up.
Yeah, एक मूव जाल्लो साउथ हितून हॉस्पिशन कितें घालपाचें प्लॅनिंग चलतालें. So politically then there was some hurdles in that, I think so. So I hope, and there are two things through this, through Dr. Sidesh Bab Talavlikar, Viswajit Bab Ranyan, एक request असा म्हणजे on which we both came to the same level, that all the PHCs in every village जावं constituency, let it be well strengthened give them more facilities, so all these primary patients do not have to jump to secondary and then tertiary, due to which GMC is overloaded. Number one. Number two, जाता तितले बेगीन आमच्या गोंयच्या भुरग्यांक, those who want to pursue medicine, because of lack of seats, they are not able to get seats in Goa. So हेंका कितें जाल्यार बंदोबस्त करून एक साऊथ गोवान जावं एक आनी एक हॉस्पिटल मेडिकल कॉलेज सुरू करून जी आमची गोंयची भुरगीं भायल्या गांवांनी वयतात, आयदर आउट ऑफ स्टेट ऑर आउट ऑफ द नेशन, आणि त्यांचे मॉनिटरी पळय आसता ते सगळे फंडिंग इट गोज टू अदर नेशन्स. So why not hold on that money? Because in certain cases, the cost of doing a complete medicine course goes to more than 1 crore. So why not hold this over here by having our own college? So thank you very much. Dev Bare Guru Satrabab. It was nice meeting you. Once again, I want to wish all the doctors in Goa, especially, a happy National Doctors Day. Thank you,
Thank you,
Satrabab.
thank you.